Alright, welcome back to the channel again. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys the new ZLRC SG108 Pro mini drone, which is the updated version of the original ZLL or ZLRC SG108, which I actually had on the channel a few months back, and you can check that video out right here. Now ZLL and ZLRC make the same drone, and ZLL just seems to be a rebranded name. Anyway, let's get right into it and see what this newer version is all about. So it comes packaged the same as the original SG108 with the same gray storage bag, and inside of the bag is the same as the original. As you can see, it comes with the drone, the batteries. This one came with two of them, of course, the remote controller, the manual, a USB cable, and some extra propellers and a screwdriver. Looking at the drone, you can see that it basically looks the same, but with a few differences like the size, for instance. It does appear to be slightly larger than the original version, and I'll show you guys right now what I mean as I place them side by side, so you can see the actual difference. The top of the drone is, I don't know, maybe 1/4 of an inch or more longer, and the body thickness is probably the same as well. Now as for weight, they label it as being 249 grams, and they've even written it on the arm, but I'm just gonna place it on the scale so that we can see what it truly weighs. As you can see, it clearly weighs a bit over 249 grams, which is quite disappointing and obviously misleading, especially for someone out there who might be looking to buy a sub 250 quad and sees this, ends up buying it, thinking that it is, only to find out later that it isn't. So if the folks at ZLL or ZLRC are watching this video, guys, just be honest to your customers and label it as what it actually weighs. I mean, some people don't even care if it weighs a little bit over 249 grams, but what most people don't like is to be fooled. Now this new version has a 2-axis gimbal stabilizer, which is great because the original one did not have any stabilization at all, not even dampeners, and the video would just come out all wobbly and jerky, which is pretty much useless if you're looking to film videos with it. The camera itself is basically the same as its predecessor. It films video in 2048 by 1080p, which is considered 2K, in the H.264 codec, and it takes photos in an upscaled 4K size. So they really didn't add anything new there. Now, one thing they did include this time in this new version is a mini SD card slot. So you can now store your recorded videos directly onto the card itself instead of saving it directly to your phone, which usually resulted in a lower quality resolution or dropped frames in your videos due to the fact that it's just the FPV feed being streamed back to your phone via a Wi-Fi connection. Now the max storage capacity allowed for the SD card option is 32 gigabytes, which is okay because you're not recording any real 4K video with it. Now moving on to the motors, they're also the same brushless motors as the previous version, and the bottom of the drone also has an optical flow lens. The battery appears to have the same size and specs as the original one at 7.4 volts, 3000 milliamps, with a flight time of around 25 minutes. And it's also compatible with the original SG108 too, so you can use the same batteries in either unit. The remote controller is clearly identical to the original, so I won't go too much into details here. But if you guys want, you can go check out the video that I did on the SG108 and see the remote specs in full detail there, being that it's the same. Anyway, here's some footage I took with it the other day, just to show you guys a sample of how stable the video actually is with this 2-axis gimbal. Well, there you have it, guys, the SG108 Pro. My first impression for this first flight test would be that it definitely stabilizes the video and is an improvement over the original SG108. However, you do see a warping effect in the video when yawing to the left or right, but that's just because it doesn't have that third axis, so you're going to get that. But overall, I think it did a pretty decent job for a drone at this price. It does fly great, just like the SG108, and the FPV feed was pretty clean on my phone, so yeah. I think that if you're a beginner on a very low budget and you're looking for your first drone to record videos at an okay resolution, then this might be an option for you. I do believe that it's on sale for $125 right now, but don't quote me on this because they're always updating the prices on the site. Anyway, I left a link below for those of you who might be interested in it. Alright, that's all for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do hit that like button to show your support, and feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. If you do subscribe, remember to click on that tiny bell so that you know when I put out a new video. And with that said, I'll catch you on the next one.